Today is part 2 of my journey of showing you guys how to go from $0 to 100K in revenue using online sales. And it looks like it's about to start pouring, so I'm about to get inside. What's up guys, this is Jamal from Courseacademy. I go over simple ways that you could use to start making money online, mainly from online courses. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, if you didn't check out that last video where I was actually starting up the journey of $0 to $100 in online courses, I don't know what you're waiting for, you should have checked it out already. But if you're going to be following me, make sure that you don't miss any steps. Every part is going to be crucial to what you're going to be doing in your business. Otherwise, if you miss a step, you're probably gonna fail. Nah, just kidding. You're probably not gonna fail, but at the end of the day, still, like, you need to have every step in your bag and make sure that you actually follow me to a T. And today we're gonna mainly be going over the marketing side of the business, and we're gonna show you the outline of the video now. First, we'll be going over marketing, then funnel creation, then webinars, then email marketing, and then we're just gonna show you what the finished product looks like in the end. And again, don't just go jumping to the finished product at the end, okay? You have to actually see what each step looks like so you can follow along with me. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So before we actually get into the rest of the sections, I wanna just give you guys a basic breakdown of what marketing is. And I want you guys to understand that marketing is a crucial part of every business. It's one thing to just have a good product, but no one's gonna end up finding out about the product if you don't have a good marketing strategy to actually put it out there. And what I absolutely love about online businesses is that you could actually set up certain marketing systems so that you only have to set it up once, and then it can keep working and working and working and working and working on and on, even when you're sleeping, so that you could end up being on the other side of the world sipping pina coladas while your business is still making money. But that's gonna be the main thing that we're gonna be going over today. Last video, if you actually saw that one, we mainly just went over setting up a good product so that people could actually be recommending to other people and just having something that is just a wealth of knowledge when people come in. All right, now for the first part, we're gonna go over funnel creation. And for the people that don't know what a funnel is, I'm gonna go over that right now. Okay, what is a sales funnel? A sales funnel mirrors the path your prospects take to become a customer. It describes discrete stages of the customer journey, from first touch to closed deal. No, so that was actually just the description off the internet. Obviously, that's not good enough. To give you guys a good picture of what it's actually like, I'm going to show you some actual screenshots of what it's like for what a funnel is compared to what a website is. But if you'll see, a website is a lot more of a broad site to actually jump onto. When a customer goes on, there's a lot of different options and places that they can click into. A funnel is a lot more direct, it's a lot more basic, but then at the same time, it's also a better marketing tool to get the customer to get to that end sale. So there's usually only a couple of options for the customer to do, which is, let's say, things like putting in their email and then just going to the next step rather than clicking all over on the page. So in this challenge that we're gonna be doing, we're mainly gonna be using a funnel. In the future, if we start to have a whole bunch of different courses going at the same time, then it might be good to actually have a website. Since it's only one product that we're pushing out, it's best to just do a funnel. And this is going to be the first program that's always going to be running in the background on autopilot at all times. And one thing before we actually dive a little bit deeper with things, the program that I'm using to actually host the course is called Kajabi. With this, it's like an all-in-one platform where I could actually do all these things together. So I could get funnels and I could do the rest of the things that we're going to go through in this video. But with other platforms for course creation, each step in the marketing journey might be another software to incorporate. So just keep that in mind if you're going to be following along and you're possibly not using Kajabi. So if you're following along with me, that first step, we're just going to make a quick basic funnel. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Again, it doesn't have to be some world-class leading website. It's just something to be able to capture the person's email. And just stick with me to the end of the video where I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do with those emails. And boom, this is what my funnel looks like. As you can see, it's something simple, it's nothing crazy, and this is what yours should be like too. Now don't copy mine completely, but something like this. And now for the next part in the customer journey that we're just going to be following along is the webinar. Now I'm sure for most people, you should already know what a webinar is. If you ever had a job and you've been stuck in some long hour-long webinar, going to sleep as the person's trying to teach you something, That's what we're going to be creating for people. But of course, don't try to make it as boring as them. And just stick with me to the end so I could actually show you how it all comes together. I know right now you're probably a little confused, but right now we're going to host a webinar in this funnel that we're creating. And again, it doesn't have to be some hour-long webinar. It could just be maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever the case may be, as long as it actually gets the point across to the customer of what the course that we're selling them is going to kind of be about. So we're just warming them up to get to that point. And if you want a little bit more of a descriptive thing of around how the webinar should be, just go into the description below. I have a course that I'm giving away completely for free. It's going to go a lot more in depth to actually show you what a webinar should be like. But as you can see, I built out the webinar myself. It doesn't even have to be like a live one that you're actually shooting for people. All you have to do is just host a video or take the video yourself and then just plug it into the platform. And now this is actually one of my favorite parts of the process, and that's for the email marketing section. Now again, you guys most likely are actually a part of plenty of different email marketing organizations already. So let's say if you ended up signing up into Amazon and you typed in your email there, and years later you're actually still getting marketing emails from them, this is email marketing. And this is another big part of the process, just to be able to put our business completely on autopilot in the future so we could be just like Jeff Bezos. So let me just break down exactly what's going to happen in this process. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like in the next step, but just follow me along. So the first step in the funnel is a simple thing. As I said, all we're doing is just capturing the customer's email. After we capture the customer's email, it's going to bring them into the next step in the process, which is showing them the webinar. And that's the reason why the customer is signing up in the first place. They're signing up to be able to get the free training from the webinar. And now this is key right here. At the end of the webinar, we're going to be presenting our offer, which is our online course. So the customer will either have the option to actually buy now, or if they don't buy now, since they're already added in their email to get the webinar, they're going to be taken into our contact list to be able to market to them later. And now this second piece right here is where most of the money is actually going to be made, because most people, when they actually see your ad online, and even if you do a good webinar, you're probably not going to end up getting most of the sales right at that point. Most people are just going to look at it and be like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's nice, but I'm good, I'll wait till later. But then let's say down the road, when you have their email and all the things that we could do with that email, and we could just keep marketing to them later and later and later and keep showing our face and showing our advertisements about what we're actually selling, then at some point we're going to get them as a sale, and we're actually going to have a lot higher a percentage to capture them down the road rather than just getting them after the webinar. And even later down the road, again, because this is the actual business that we're forming, we're not just thinking about the one course that we're going to be selling. It's going to be a couple different courses, and possibly 10 or 20 different courses that we're possibly selling. And if we have the person's email, we could actually market those other courses later. And that's why I really want to stress the importance that you guys understand this. Really, the biggest part about this whole process is in the emails itself. It's actually after you get their first point of contact, which is the webinars and getting the emails at first from the funnel. And so that's what we're going to do here. Again, if you want to actually see a more descriptive part of this, just ask for a video. I'll be glad to actually make a video just about how to set up a whole email sequence with Kajabi. And with this email sequence, it's not going to be a crazy amount of emails. We're just going to make like 5 to 7 emails just when we're starting up. So let's say down the road, all we have to do is just push them to these emails and it gets sent out by itself. And that's the great thing about it. Again, it's not like you actually have to go to every single person. Let's say you have a contact list of like 1,000 people. You have to go to every single person and hit out that email. No, with this software, once an action is triggered, then the email will get sent out by itself. So you don't even have to worry about it. Now, this is what my email sequence looks like. Again, if you want to know a little bit more about how to actually set up each email, just go into the description below to actually get the training. But let's get over to the next section. And voila, there is the finished product right here of the whole funnel that we just created. This is a system that's going to be working behind the scenes when people actually come into our ad. And again, if you don't have this platform that I'm using, which is Kajabi, then you're actually going to have to go into another email marketing software to actually do this. There's plenty of ones out there between ActiveCampaign and ConvertKit and all that stuff. But for me, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm not trying to be managing all these different softwares. I'd rather just have all my softwares managed into one platform, and my life is a lot easier. Now, again, I hope you actually watched all of the video, and if you made it to this point, hopefully you did. You didn't just go jumping to the end, and you actually took in every part of the information that I actually just put out, because every part is really important for the whole process. And I know you want to just get right to making money, but just hold on, okay? It's better to just set up all this stuff behind the scenes so that later on, all we have to do is just focus on getting people in. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in our next video, which is just building up that traffic to get to these ads. So make sure that you're actually subscribed to the channel and you hit that notification bell just so that you'll be alerted when the video comes out. All right, guys, till next time, peace.